Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of season 4 at Köln. This is the final season, of course, therefore this is our final summer transfer window. We have about £100-ish million to spend currently, but I've taken on board your advice in the comments section. I have further listed some more players on the transfer list. You guys reckon, quite rightly to be fair, that the youngsters that just aren't going to stand a chance of getting into the first team at any point throughout the course of this final season, we may as well sell them on and raise the extra funds. Thanks to the realism mod, those with higher potential actually valued a lot higher than they would be on the regular game. So Backman, despite only being 70 rated, is valued at 6. Brandt, 16 years of age, 2.8. That's not too much. We're still waiting to sell Kingsley Schindler. Hopefully that move will go through sooner rather than later. Louis Schwartz is valued at 4.5. I've also transfer listed now Darko Cherlinov as well. He's valued at 4. Hugo Peters, 3.8. And Willems as well. 74 rated at 18, he's valued at 20 million. So I have added him to the transfer list, even though it says loan there, because the only deal that came in from so far is a loan. But he is on the transfer list now, Artur Willems. So hopefully that can raise us a significant extra amount of money. I've added some names to the shortlist as per your suggestions as well. We'll be removing, though, Eden Hazard. It's just a little bit too much for where we are right now to bring him in, despite the fact he's transfer listed at Real Madrid. Speaking of Real Madrid players, there is Leon Bailey. Obviously used to play in the Bundesliga for Bayer Leverkusen. Wouldn't be too difficult to bring him in, I wouldn't have thought. 61.5 is his valuation. Probably cost me about 80, maybe. Depends how bullish they are in negotiations. But that would take up most of my budget. So I'm hoping to try and get some people for slightly cheaper. Now, Daniel Marlon was suggested. He's only valued at 32, and we could get him for about that, maybe a little bit cheaper. He's 5'10", 4-star skills, 3-star weak foot, can play striker or on the left. So with Luka Bakker being able to play striker or on the right, it might be a great opportunity to sign someone else that can play both out wide and up top, and would make rotation games a lot easier. Got 84 finishing as well, and obviously with our counter-attacking style of play, and he's got a 79 strength too, so he's no pushover. 5'10", he might be a very good player to sign at this stage of a save. Steven Bergwijn is also very, very good. Only a 2-star weak foot though, which makes me question it slightly, but still very, very fast, strong, agile, good crossing, good dribbling, good ball control. Good short passing. 80 finishing isn't too shabby either. He'd be available for a maximum of 57.5. And we've got Diogo Jota. He's currently at Dortmund, but he doesn't tend to play against me when we play Dortmund. So he's not in their first team picture. So I might like to try and pick him up. Hakim Ziyech was suggested. I'm not sure he's going to be good enough. There are definitely better options available for us. He'd probably be better suited to playing at Cam, and Yanis Hadji is, even though he's lower rated, probably better than Hakim Ziyech at this stage. Filipe Anderson is still here. I'm still quite keen on bringing him in if I can. However, I might prioritise Kingsley Coleman initially on the left-hand side. Kingsley obviously has ripped me apart for Bayern every single time we've played against him. So it might be nice to play with him rather than playing against him. But he's the more expensive of the options that I'm potentially going to look for. So I'm going to start by trying to get Kingsley Coleman. Then I'm probably going to go for Steven Bergwijn. If I can't get either of those two, then Daniel Marlon and Filipe Anderson are probably going to be the ones that I go for. But we shall play it by ear. We'll start with Kingsley Coleman. We'll try and get him in for as cheap as we possibly can. And then we'll wait and see. It was very informal, turning up in just a t-shirt to deal with quite a large amount of money. So you know what? I don't know whether a player swap. Player swap's not really going to do me any favours here, is it? I'll offer 50, and we'll see where their ballpark is. 69. Now, that's not bad at all. So they'll hopefully be quite willing to negotiate. If I could get him for less than 60, then I'll be thrilled. I don't think that's going to happen here. If I can get him for less than 62 or 3, then that would be brilliant. They're going to take some time. I don't think that's going to happen there, at least for that fee. But certainly, it looks like Kingsley Coleman could be a deal that could be done. So we'll wait and see if we can get that one across the line. And then we'll see how much money we've got left. Of course, have the European Super Cup to play. Transfer for the 65.2. They're negotiating well, actually. Let's see what we can do here. I'll propose a new fee. They've added a sell-on clause, which is completely fine by me. I'd go up to like 62 or 63, and they're going to accept the 59. Kingsley Coleman, what's he on a week? £195,000. That is a lot of money per week, but hopefully we can get something done. Hello, Kingsley. He wants a crucial squad role. That's fine by me. That will match what the board want for us this season. 4-year deal is fine. If they give me an idea of what they want wage-wise, that would be brilliant. No release clause is fine. Now tell me what you want wage-wise. I'll offer him 150 and hope that he accepts it, because that's going to take a large chunk of my budget there. Look. And £500,000 is a signing-on fee. And they are going to take it. Okay, good. Kingsley Coleman is in. We have a fantastic world-class winger in at the club. And as we mentioned, the board wanted that sort of deal to go through. And indeed, it now has. Kingsley Coleman is in. We've added true quality to the left-hand side of our front line. And for the first time, we have a new highest-rated player come in as a signing. Or joint highest, actually, because Jorge Mera is still 87 as well, isn't he? Jorge Mera has grown phenomenally well. We've got some youngsters saying, well, they're all basically happy that I'm selling them on. So hopefully we can get that across the line with regards to some player sales. Actually, let's see if we can sell Willems first. We might be able to afford slightly more quality. But games being rescheduled. Transfer for Schwartz. I'll just accept all of these youngster ones because I don't think we're going to be able to agree much outside of that. Was the game rescheduled just after this one? No. Where was the game rescheduled? I'm not sure which game it was. Which game it was that was rescheduled. Maybe it was something here with that game being scheduled there in October. I didn't pay attention to the dates, to be honest. Would have given me an idea, wouldn't it? We've the UEFA Super Cup final coming up against Manchester United on the horizon. This is the only one we're training now. So we'll continue to train Serpa Kachera and Katabak. I will add a couple of others at some point between now and the next couple of episodes, but concentrating on what we've got at the minute. Transfer for Chernov, 4.1, we shall accept. Hopefully we will be able to get... I'll consider it, Valdemar, but Stark is probably going to start. Right, pre-match press conference. Manchester United in the UEFA Super Cup. This is going to be huge. Coleman's arrival for Bayern Munich put a real superstar in your hands. What do you expect from his debut? He'll prove he's the right man, I think. He'll prove he's the right man. He's hopefully going to be our best ever signing, until maybe we sign someone else in this window. He's coming the perfect replacement for Kainz. 100%. He's what the team needs. I won't say big shoes to fill, because Kainz was good, but he wasn't exactly a superstar. What are your expectations of the UEFA Super Cup? We'll do all we can to win. Can't ask for anything more. Man United are obviously a side that are better than us, on paper and presumably on grass as well. But we shall fight for all we're worth and hopefully force the issue and get ourselves a victory in the UEFA Super Cup. David De Gea in goal for Man United. 4 at the back, Rugani at right back, Lindelöf, Eder Militao and Luke Shaw, McTominay and Coop Miners, Pereira, Lingard and Barlow on the left, with Harry Kane up top through the middle. 4-2-3-1 for them. Not sure of the Barlow kid out on the left-hand side, but the rest of the side looks pretty strong. And to be fair, players like McTominay will have grown tremendously throughout the course of this series, into season 4. Our side is obviously looking as strong as it possibly could at this stage, but Harry Kane up top for United is going to be a real challenge to deal with. Cuts inside nicely there, actually. McTominay over the top, and here's Andreas Pereira. All through the legs of the defender, Jesse Lingard's in behind. The cheek squares it across to Harry Kane. We said he was going to be difficult to deal with. Yeah, 4 minutes in, he's already scored. Wow, I can't believe Jesse Lingard there hasn't pulled the trigger. Through the legs of the defender, and I'd have shot there personally, but great vision from Jesse to square that to Harry Kane. And to be fair, it was more shots from the edge of the box on his right foot I was worried about, not tap-ins from 5 yards, but we said we thought they might be better than us on paper and on grass. And I appear to have been accurate so far, but it is still early days. In there to Lingard, to Harry Kane. Could be two. McTominay. Trying to force him on his right, which confident isn't that good. And he's shot wide. They've had the only shots of the game so far, Man United. I have created a little bit, but I haven't had a fight. Oh, wow, it's terrible. Thank you, Martinez, for recovering that. I haven't had a final product yet, which is why you won't have seen me in any of the highlights building up opportunities thus far. Hopefully we can build on the back of Man United's one there. Hattie to lay out, which is nicely done. Martinez to Coleman. We'll cut back and maybe try and find some team. Oh, that's a foul, surely. Kingsley Coleman tormenting their right-hand side. It's definitely going to be a yellow card for Daniele Rugani. He's not really a right-back, to be fair. So it's going to be difficult for him to deal with players in there. Oh, it's Lisandro Martinez. I turned onto his right instinctively, expecting it to be a right-footed player, and it wasn't. It's Martinez who's left-footed. Could get that in there to Rafael Leao, though. And with good footwork, we could work something. Lisandro Martinez out his feet on his left. Eder Militao in the way of it. That's my first shot of the game. Eder Militao is 87 rated at this stage of a career mode. He's grown really well, as you might well have expected him to be fair. Cotsiello, Weiss is making moves. Leao is still here. Hadji's through that gap. Yanis Hadji, 1-1. We're back level. They didn't track the run from midfield, and we're back on level terms. That was a really nice run from Hadji. Taking my time and not rushing the pass with Cotsiello was absolutely crucial there. If I'd have just rushed it, tried to get it to Leao here, probably would have just ruined the whole chance. But taking my time, waiting for a runner, and off the back of McTominay, had no idea Hadji was there, and he's buried it brilliantly. First time on his left foot into that far top corner. That's why I'm not signing Ziyech, because Hadji's good enough. Jorge Mera. Cotsiello. Getting that goal back has given me confidence that actually we can challenge here for another European trophy. Oh, it's a lovely ball through. Martinez. He's onside. We've turned it around. I'll be honest. I didn't expect it to happen quite that quickly. I didn't really expect it to happen at all. Gave me confidence that I could fight, but I didn't think I would be able to win this game. I don't know why these three aren't celebrating. Everyone else is going mad and they're like, oh, maybe it's too much for them. They just can't cope with the emotional roller coaster. Lisandro Martinez buries that. De Gea was flying at me, but couldn't get to it in time. Well, he dived the wrong way, if anything. 2-1 Köln. To Cotsiello. Martinez. Hadji. Cotsiello. Oh, Leao, it's a lovely turn. Eder Militao left for dead. Leao! Oh, what a save! David De Gea. Pushed onto the post by the Spaniard. Lovely finessed effort from Leao that was destined for the back of the net. And you can see just there, what a stop that is. From David De Gea. Unreal. Hadji with a delivery here. Flicked away by Harry Kane. Aiden Barlow has gone off now. And Anthony Martial has come on in his place. Hadji. A look for Leao in the middle, but couldn't get it to him. Unfortunately, we aren't able to add a third, but we came ever so close to doing so. United now, with Martial on the field, will be more dangerous on this left-hand side. Hopefully, we can stop them from getting it to him as often as possible. And make some changes of my own soon as well, just to ensure we have enough fresh legs on the pitch to deal with their substitutions. Third goal would go a long way in helping us ensure we get victory. Coleman trying to do it on his debut. Perhaps should have passed that. Ball to Trezeguet. Inside there to Özcan. To Trezeguet. I see the man at the back post. Perhaps I've seen him too late. I have. Daniele Rugani gets back. Should have crossed it earlier. Coleman with the corner. Oh, nearly. Lisandro Martinez underneath that. Coleman's quick, but he's not quite fast enough to keep that in. We will keep possession though in the final few stages here. Just 7 minutes or so to go. Oh, Koopmeiners steals that away from me though, and they've brought Timo Werner off the bench. See if they needed any more pace off the bench with Anthony Martial being brought on as well. Luke Shaw, Koopmeiners, Militao, and Luke Shaw again. We are currently on course to win the UEFA Super Cup. European champions versus European champions, but it looks like it's going to be Europa League winners that are going to come out on top here against Champions League winners. Unless From this corner, they pull something out the bag. Toon Koopmaners from the set piece whips it well. Kane's up. Nearly gets one at the death, just as he did at the start. Very close for Man United, but not close enough, I don't think. Trezeguet forward to lay out. A little bit of footwork just to ensure we keep possession. That was really nicely done. And there's victory in the UEFA Super Cup. A second European trophy in 3 episodes. When we went 1-0 down after 5 minutes, and they did it quite convincingly, I was concerned that we might be right up against it. Harry Kane, I think, actually is a new signing for them this season. And an expensive new signing as well. I'm trying to cast my mind back. I didn't see it in the menus in the intro, but I think they signed him for over £100 million. Kingsley Coleman, on his debut, wins a trophy with FC Köln. That's how you want to welcome yourself to a new club. Very much so indeed, especially after the disappointment of losing out on the Bundesliga title on the final day. But we've won the UEFA Super Cup. Jorge Mera lifts it aloft, and we'll head now to our first games in the Bundesliga and hopefully to some more player sales. And after that, another player arrival. But first, of course, post-match press conference. I do have time for just a few questions, my man. Coleman has put in a great performance in his first match. What do you make of such a strong debut? It's clear to see why we bought him, I think. It's clear to see why we wanted to buy him from his performances against us the past few seasons. Köln's performance was incredible. What an amazing game against Man United here today. How does it feel to know that trophy's coming home? It was fantastic, to be fair. Such determination and force after going 1-0 down early on to then bounce back, get ourselves in front. 2 goals in quick succession as well. We showed great determination. Bison's continuing his hot run of form. Let's not get carried away. His first team spot is going to be gone soon. We would have thought, hopefully, by the end of this episode. Anton disappointed not to play. I literally brought you off the bench and you did play, mate. So, shut up. 4.5 million added to the transfer budget for next season, which obviously is redundant now. But, thrilled to have... yes, finally a bid for Willems. I'm just going to accept it straight away, 20 mil. Let's get that money in and let's get him secured. Leipzig at home. We'll sim the home games today and play the away one in the Bundesliga. Although Blanco gives them a lead after 1 minute of the new Bundesliga season. That's not gone particularly too well, has it? We could do with a fight back. No, Blanco's at it again. 38th minute, it's Leipzig 2. Kingsley Coleman's missed a penalty into the second half. It's going to be defeat on the opening day. Well, that's not what we wanted to start the Bundesliga season, is it, lads? No. No. Oh, wow. A hat-trick for Blanco. Well, if one man's going to put in a performance like that, then what can I say? They probably deserve it. And the game's crashed and shut down on me. Wonderful! Reloaded, and it's brought me back to before the game against Leipzig. So, basically, as we came out of the post-match press conference. So, we shall try again against Leipzig and see if we can get a better result this time. Out of my control, I'm afraid. Offer for Kingsley Schindler, which I shall just accept. That means we now don't have the bid for Willems, annoyingly. So we'll have to try and get that back again. We'll go to the press conference this time and see if that makes a difference. I don't know whether it will or not. Can the handle team the pressure to qualify for the Champions League? It's well within our reach, easily. With a side as good as ours, performing as well as we have been, we should certainly reach the Champions League. Does Coleman's arrival at Köln mean Trezeguet's days are numbered? Got no worries about upsetting players. There's no room for error. Faced with tough choices, I'll say. Trezeguet's still going to play fairly regularly with European involvement. Given the recent close call against Man United, what's the general sentiment among your players? We have proven tactics. We're not worried about not performing well against Leipzig. Slightly concerned after the way that the first attempt, I guess, went, but hopefully the game... I should have saved it, really, shouldn't I, before the game... Oh, brilliant! Well, we had a goal after a minute last time, or a red card after a minute this time. We are not destined to beat Leipzig, are we? Bloody hell. 89, basically a full game with 10 men. They've gone 1-0 up through Halstenberg here. And And it looks like they're going to get victory again by the looks of things, unless we can sneak an equaliser. It's a lot closer than it was the first time, even though we've got less men on the field. No, it's a 1-0 defeat this time. Well, thank you to Sandro Martinez. We could have stood a chance. Right, let me save, just to make sure that it doesn't die on me again. And if it does die on me again, I've at least saved so we can crack on from where we were. Trezeguet, you wanted to let me know... lineup changes every week, I'll say, which it will do when European football starts. Right, trying to get rid of Willems to raise that extra money, unless I can maybe use him in a deal, but it's not the most efficient way to go about using funds. Schwartz is sold, that's good. Transfer bid for Anton of 34.2, which we'll reject from Manchester City. Not going to sell my best players, that's for sure. Chernolov's been sold. Schindler transfer talks broken down, I presume. Yeah, great. If only he could agree to go somewhere else, please. That'd be wonderful. Transfer for Hugo Peters. Except, hopefully he will leave now, and the international manager job for the Czech Republic, which we shall reject. Right, we'll play this one because it's away from home. Hertha Berlin. Lisandro Martinez suspended. Fine, we shall replace him for this game and then crack on. Kurba in goal for them. Kenlock, Turaniga. Oh, too many long names there to read in quick succession. Leuven holding O'Dowd, Vera, Longstaff, and Esfine, with Mason Greenwood at striker. It was Borevkovic and Plattenhart was the rest of their back four. Mason Greenwood up top. That's intriguing. And Longstaff in midfield as well, with Callum O'Dowd out wide again. They've certainly invested in some UK-based talent. Hertha Berlin. Will it pay off for them? We'll wait and see. Have been a number of English or UK-based players coming to the Bundesliga in real life to try and get first team football. That seems to be happening here in this save as well. Hopefully. Oh, Kingsley Coleman is so fast. I'll lift this looking for layout, and he's not quite quick enough to get on the end of it. Mason Greenwood played in behind. Not sure what his rating is at this stage of... Oh, it's squeezed in at this stage of a career mode. He's crossed it to Callum O'Dowd, who's buried that at the far post. Smashed very, very hard towards that bottom corner. Brilliant ball by Greenwood to pick him out. He's where he's too worried about the number 32 in the middle there, and he's nowhere near getting on the end of the cross. And O'Dowd has smacked that home. Off Timo Horn's face, perhaps. Hit it straight at the keeper, but the ferocity behind the shot was just insane. There was no way Timo Horn was going to keep that out. If anything, it was going to go through him. Jeeps. 1-0 Hertha Berlin in the opening stages. Man United did it, and we fought back. So we shall try and do the same again. And they've got a Man United player in their starting lineup, so perhaps that's a sign of things to come. Get to that, Sally. He's done well. Oh, he's not done very well. Yellow first. There's just too many people around Rafael Leao at the minute. Two people marking the gap between my cam and my striker. And Leao is struggling to find space, but he has found some. And when he does find that space, he needs to do better than that. I could perhaps have burst into the box, but I tried to catch the keeper off guard, and had it been on target, it probably would have gone in. Only issue was it wasn't on target. That's a great ball by Turaniga. O'Dowd brings it down first time as well. Can he return the favour to the back post for Mason Greenwood? No. Catch by Esfine. Timo Horn catches that comfortably. But that had me worried for a moment. Hertha Berlin raising their game here to play against the third best team in the league, judging by last season's table. But not playing like the third best team in the league right now. Not playing very well at all. Really do with improvement. Hadji, make me a run, mate. There you go. And just the same as the game against Manchester United, it's Yanis Hadji that equalises for us just before half-time. Read the name on the back of his shirt. He's going to be a star in real life as well. But he's already a star for us in that camera behind Rafael Leao. They both are. Deadly finish on his left-hand side again. Esfine played in down the right-hand side. It's where the ball came from for their first goal. Thankfully, he's away on hand this time to get rid of it. Now, we scored 2 goals in quick succession in the Super Cup. to give ourselves a 2-1 lead. Can we replicate that? Kenlock's with me here, but Hadji's made another good run. We'll look to burst past the defender. I've got players to pull this back to. And Cozziello should have tucked that home. That should be 2-1. It could yet still be. If Kingsley... Oh, why on earth have you gone for that sort of finish, Kingsley? Oh, come on, man. That could have been your first goal for the club. We could yet still go 2-1 down. Mason Greenwood accelerating away, looking for another assist. He's going to get it to O'Dowda. I pressed clear with the defender, and he's watched it roll across his toes straight to O'Dowda. What are you doing, Jorge? I pressed clear, and he's kind of stuttered a little bit. Stutter. Stick out a right foot. No! Oh, man. Mason Greenwood to Callum O'Dowda. ×2. Hertha Berlin. ×2. Oh. Come on. You're 87 rated. You have to be doing better than that. Leuven. Theatre. Oh, little drop of the shoulder. Didn't expect that. Greenwood going for the 1-2, but Cozziello cuts it out. Have we missed Lisandro Martinez in this central midfield role? Not too sure, really, considering the way that their goals have come from out wide. I'm going to drill this looking for Hadji. It's a brilliant ball. And then Leao is in. Oh, but can't finish. Good save by Korba. I'll whip it towards the near post with Hadji. And unfortunately, the man that was underneath it ran away from it. Cozziello. Oh, why would you play that to him when Rafael Leao was just stood there waiting for it? Longstaff. A counter-attack, perhaps. Hertha Berlin. If they go 3-1 up, I'd say it's game over. But whilst it still remains just 2, we have a chance. Kenlock in behind. Turning back well. Not impressed with the way that we've... Oh, dearie me. What? Actually, let me rephrase that. I am impressed with the way that we've played so far because we've had almost 60% possession and more chances. I just haven't scored. The overall performance has actually been pretty good. It just isn't working for me so far. That nearly dropped to Kingsley Coleman, and he's stolen it away from the defender and drawn the foul as well. Good opportunity for a free kick here. Yeah, sure, that's a foul the other way, isn't it, ref? I need the officials to be on my side if I'm to get myself back in this. And sometimes Rafael Leao might just have to take things, oh no, into his own hands. Oh, why has that gone towards Weiss as well and not Cozziello? How has Rafael Leao not buried that? I can't believe it. Özcan falls over whilst trying to head that. Oh, it's just not going my way, is it? It's not going... Oh, terrible pass, Sally Özcan. It's not going my way at all in this game. Verstraeten's going to come on. Let's bring Luca Bacchio on out wide there. And I'm going to bring Trezeguet on centrally. And we'll see if we can force the issue with 3 changes. Might be able to force the issue before the changes are even made. They've given the ball away immediately. Kingsley Coleman driving into the box. I'll pull this back. Leao. Oh my God. You are not serious. Oh, the biggest of big toes. Unreal. Coleman with the delivery. Esfine heads away. Maybe it's not meant to be. The quality of chances we've created have been very, very, very good. No, I tried to pull it back with Trezeguet and they've got a toe in. It's just not going to happen, is it? It's just not going to happen here against Hertha Berlin. We could be 5-2 up here, but we cannot get this second goal. Özcan. Trezeguet. Verstraeten. Drill it out wide. Luca Bacchio cutting inside. Verstraeten. There's Trezeguet. Now to Leao. Finish it this time, please. Thank you, Raphael. Finally, the equaliser arrives. Okay, don't pick the ball up then. It's 2-2. And with the way we've been creating chances in the past 10 in-game minutes, surely we'll get the opportunity to win it late on. Here's Plattenhardt. That's fine. Blocked. But it's going to fall for him. And it's a really good delivery. And Hizaway didn't really seem to make up his mind where the hell he was going to go to try and get on the end of that. But thankfully, in the end, he does get onto the end of it. O'Dowda with the corner. Someone's ended up on the floor. And that's about where the ball has ended up. Hizaway to Longstaff. Out to Kirka. Drama here maybe in the final few moments. No, Sally Özcan steps in. Oh, I need to just keep possession. Don't rush it and lose it. Just keep possession. Build. and you will get the opportunity. There's always one more chance. Borevkovic. That's loose. Cuts back down to Kingsley Coleman. There's always one more chance, he said. I could do with some support. Oh, Sally, stronger, mate. You got to be stronger. Oh, there's always one more chance. And then there wasn't another chance. Is that Ches jinxing himself again? I think it might be. A 2-2 draw against Hertha Berlin, and they have their goalkeeper to thank for it. How he's kept me out on multiple occasions in that game, I have no idea. Rafael Leao, was this the one that... No, it was this... Oh, no, this was the one that just went high and wide, isn't it? I was thinking of the second half where the keeper pulled off an incredible save. Is it this one? That one was a more simple one. It's not going to show me the one-on-one. Unbelievable. The keeper was insane in that game. Player ratings. What did he get? Only a 7.3. All 5 of those saves were massive for the overall outlook of the tie. We should have won that. No excuses. We should have won that. Mason Greenwood and O'Dowda, though, were so good going forward that perhaps Hertha Berlin earned the draw. I expected a win, actually. Concerned with how we played. I expected at least a draw. That's saying we should have won without being negative, because I expected at least a draw the way we were playing. Nothing split suit ties today. What do you make of the performance? We should have won. Their goalkeeper. That's all I need to say. Their goalkeeper. O'Dowda was one of the best players for the opposition. He was good, but we certainly need to concentrate on what we can do better as defenders. I'm still quite annoyed at Jorge Mera. He's running. I asked him to clear and he goes, no, mate. Keep going for your big strides and just kick it away. Frustrating. Really frustrating opening couple of games to the Bundesliga season that leave us 15th. There's still one more game to be played, though, today. One more game to be simmered today, which is away from home at the end of the month. Now, are we going to get another player sale through before the transfer window closes? Bold rescheduled. Or match rescheduled, sorry. A loan offer for Sindler? No. I want to sell him. What are you offering me loan bids for? Go away. I'm trying to sell him. And annoyingly, we haven't had another bid for Willems, which we did have before the game crashed on me. Frustrating. Although, to be fair, if Bayern are 15th as well, we can't be that too disheartened. Dortmund are only 12th and Mönchengladbach are 16th. So nobody of the top few teams has had a good start to the season. So we've not really lost ground on anyone. That's good to know. All right. It's not all doom and gloom. Let's cheer me up a little bit. Oh, what is it with these first minute things? Asale with a goal after 1 minute. Oh, home against Wolfsburg. Bayern are 1-0 up against Stuttgart. Bayern are 2-0 up against Stuttgart. Come on! Mehmedi makes it 2. What is wrong? Kingsley Coleman with his first goal for the club in the 65th minute. Get another. Bollocks. A 2-1 victory against a 2-1 defeat, against Wolfsburg. Transfer for Willems. Hey! Napoli, they might have some money in their coffers. Let's see what we can get for him. I'll ask for a little bit more. I've no idea. I should have checked really what the objective. No, okay, they're not going to pay any more than 20. I'll just accept 20. Napoli will certainly be able to afford his wages as well. Now, hopefully that goes through before the end of deadline day, because I need that money if I'm to bring in another right-sided player to start ahead of Weiser. Now, I mentioned earlier on that it was a new signing for Man United, Harry Kane, and indeed he is. In fact, there's been 2 £100 million+ signings in this window, and one of them is to Bayern Munich. Lo Celso, who's replacing the outgoing Ruben Neves, who's gone to Barcelona. Huge transfers in this transfer window. Peters is sold. It's not quite the one that we were waiting for, though. Kane, Lo Celso, and Neves. Right, come on. Give me confirmation that Willems is gone. Please let one of those 2 emails be confirmation that Willems has gone. Oh, transfer offer for Hadji. Interesting, which we were going to reject from Barcelona. And transfer offer for Bachmann, which I will accept from Wigan. Now, please, gimme the money for Willems. Oh, a loan offer for Sepa Kajera. No! Confirm the Willems deal. Hashtag announce Willems, Napoli. Hashtag announce Willems. I want that money. Give me that money. I'm running out of time here. Give me the money. Please. Is that it? Yes! He's gone. He's gone. Right, so how much have we got? We've got 76 million, but I could probably add a little bit more in the ways. Yes, we've got 70 million and 182,000 pounds to spend. Who do I sign? Filipe Anderson, Bergveen. I'm not going to get to yet. Can I afford Bailey? Maybe can afford Leon Bailey. Oh, that's tempting. Or do I get Daniel Marlon and Filipe Anderson? Oh, God, that's even more enticing. Filipe Anderson and Daniel Marlon. Yep. If I can bring in 2 for the price of 1, I think it has to be done. And he's on the transfer list, so I shall offer a transfer fee of 22 and see where they're going to negotiate from there. 26. Going to get this one done cheapish. 24. I'll meet you in the middle, lads. Sign it. Yes. Let's get it done. We'll see you on a week. 100 grand. Hopefully he'll take a wage cut coming from the Premier League to the Bundesliga. Important. He can have Scrucial. He can have Scrucial if he wants it, but 3 years is fine. I'll take a wage cut. Please take a wage cut. No, that's fine. No need for a release clause. What do you want wage-wise? £68,000. I was going to offer him 80. You're more than welcome to £68,000, mate, because that means I can certainly sign Daniel Marlon. 69. You can have that as well. I'll owe you one. This is going to be a great window for us if we can get Daniel Marlon across the line. Approach to buy. 32.5 is what he's valued at. My chief executive reckons... What's a lovely pink jumper, sir? My chief executive reckons that we could get him for about 32.5. So I'll offer them 30 and we'll see what they say. Oh, and they'll accept 30. Daniel Marlon about to join us, perhaps. This could be an incredible window. Important, yes. 5 years, sure. I'm only going to be here for 1 more, but you don't know that. No release clause is fine, and he's certainly not going to be on massive amounts wage-wise. 29 grand. You can even have the appearance fee, mate. You can have the appearance fee. Oh, what a window. What a window indeed. So Weissa is out of the starting lineup. And Filipe Anderson is in. And Daniel Marlon is going to go onto the bench as well, ahead of Weissa. Trezeguet will be my go-to central player. Luke back here, Marlon can play central or wide. We've got such options. Filipe Anderson, do I swap sides with him and Kingsley Coleman? Go on then. Because he's right-footed and can cut in. Well, they're both right-footed, to be fair. And Filipe Anderson has the 4-star weak foot, so actually I'll move him back onto this side. I think that's a superb window for us. Daniel Marlon, Kingsley Coleman, and Filipe Anderson. We are building a superb team. And we shall hope that from tomorrow onwards, the results will show that. Offer from PSG now for Valdemar Anton. That's not happening either. It's been a massive window for Bayern Munich. £143 million spent. Bringing in Lo Celso and I'm not sure which Gomez. It might be Papu. It might not be Papu. Daniel Marlon for 30 million is a steal. Filipe Anderson for 22 is a steal. Lucas Podolski is certainly not going anywhere. Thank you very much. And Bachmann is gone. Right, with an hour to go then. What else has happened in this window? Let's see. Mainz, Öztunali and Reinu out. Dortmund have done nothing. They're like, we won the league. We don't need to do anything. We'll see about that. Augsburg, a little bit of business. Bayern, as we saw, Gomez and Lo Celso with Neves and Coleman coming to me. Soria and Tiknizian in at Frankfurt with Elvedi and Hinteregger going out. Hanover, a little bit of business. Same at Hertha Berlin. We've spent 113 million, but made 54.5. Rafinha is in at Leverkusen. That's a big deal for them. And Retsos, Paulinho, Melendo and Stanilovic going out. That's a massive outgoing window for Leverkusen. They've significantly weakened themselves there. Orban and Zuma in at Mönchengladbach. Little bit for Leipzig. Not sure which Wilson that is. Might be Callum Wilson to replace Timo Werner. I'm not sure. Funmeyer in at Freiburg. Schalke signed Coletti and Paulinho. I imagine that's the Paulinho from Leverkusen that we just saw leave. Hoffenheim have done a little bit of business. Stuttgart a little bit. Wolfsburg, just the one deal, and Werder Bremen, just the two. The biggest deals of the window. Harry Kane, 114.6 million to United, 102.7 million for Lo Celso to Bayern, and Ruben Neves to Barcelona for 85.1. I'll have a quick look through some of the other large deals because I think it was a very, very big window for a lot of players. Cotsiello, transfer for 76 million for Rafael Leao. Not a chance, I'm afraid. Deadline days ended, and Lucas De Witt is the youngster that we're looking to maybe bring up. I'm not too sure at this stage. Transfer history, right. Biggest deals then. Those three. Then 67.5 for Melendo to Arsenal. He's 85 rated now. Bentancur's gone to Real Madrid for 63.2. Obviously, Coleman was asked. Jonathan David has gone to Liverpool for 53.4. He's 84 rated now. Elvedi went to Real Madrid for 41.6. Harry Winks has gone to Inter Milan. Maxi Gomez. It's Maxi Gomez to go to Bayern. Maxi Gomez and Giovanni Lo Celso. What a window for Bayern Munich. Ibrahim Assar to Juventus for 40.6. Daniolo has gone to Paris Saint-Germain. Kangin Lee to Leicester for 39.5. Wesley to Valencia. Martinez Corta to Ajax from River Plate. Paulinho going from Leverkusen to Schalke. What's he valued or rated at now? I can't quite see. Rafinha to Leverkusen, as we saw. Florentino, a player that we've been kind of keeping an eye on throughout the course of this save, but we went for Lissandro Martinez instead. He's gone to Manchester United now for 33.4. Kakare to Bournemouth. Zuma, as we saw, to Mönchengladbach. Caldara to Manchester City. Diatta was a player that was recommended to me, but I think more for his pace than anything else. Daniel Marlon we signed, of course. MDI, or Diaghiu. Amath MDI. Diaghiu. Shout out the Southampton Kareem on FIFA 18 for him. A regen. Östlind from Toronto to Manchester United. I will scout him purely for curiosity purposes. Could that be a Zlatan Ibrahimovic regen? Maybe. MLS, Swedish regen. We'll wait and see. Ryan Kent's gone to Fiorentina. Bastoni, Salisu, Harry Wilson's gone to Leipzig. It's Harry Wilson, not Callum Wilson, to Leipzig. Retsos to Arsenal. Thomas Partey to AC Milan. Thomas Partey for 25.9 million. That is a bargain. A real bargain. Filipe Anderson was me. Chiquinho to Chelsea. I don't know anything about him. Philip Billing to Sevilla. Masengo and his hair have gone to Sheffield United. Martinelli's gone to Juventus. It's a big deal for his future. Mitrovic to Liverpool. Sure, that's the right move, lads. Wow. I'm intrigued by that potential Ibrahimovic regen. Who have we got in Europe then? Oh, man. Welcome to the Champions League, Ches. Sevilla, Liverpool, and CSKA Moscow. That's a difficult group. That's a very difficult group. Right. Our European campaign for the year just got a hell of a lot more difficult. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode. Ta-ra.